I want one of them bank draft things. You know, it's a bit like a cheque.
Yeah, for how much, sir?
It's all in here. I'm afraid I've had it hidden a bit near some pigs.
Right, do you have an account with us?
No, I'm afraid I've always made my own arrangements. I don't really trust anybody. I'm not too sure about myself.
Money's quite safe with this bank, sir, I can assure you.
Ah, well, if you believe that, you'll knit fog. How much is it going to cost me?
Nick!
Oh, hello, love. I thought you were out doing your rounds.
Didn't you hear me trying to start the car?
Oh, don't say you flooded it again.
Of course I haven't. It just so happens that my car has to stand outside all night in all weathers because there isn't any room in here. It's not surprising it won't start. Look, I'm late for the surgery. Can I take this?
Well, no, she needs a bit of work. The engine's pinking.
Pinking? But what am I supposed to do?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a lift on my bike. And we'll get Mostyn to look at your car.
And why you don't just take this thing apart and store it in cardboard boxes? Be about as much use.
By the way, there was a phone call for you. Peter Hughes.
Peter Hughes?
I told him to ring the surgery.
That's a voice from the past. What did he say? Well?
Is Kate there?
Oh, Nick, come on.
Kate, if one of your old boyfriends from university rings up, I'm hardly going to interrogate them. It's bad manners. He'll probably ring the surgery.
Thanks. See you later.
OK. We'll send someone round right away.
Morning.
Hey, Nick. What was that, Alf?
Oh, what's his name? From the Oddfellows Hall. Says it's been broken into and flooded out. Vandals.
What do you mean, flooded?
He says you want to see his new parquet floor. It looks like the Rocky Mountains.
I don't believe it. I've booked that place for a football club talent contest on Saturday night.
Well, you want to find somewhere else. I've hired a dinner suit.
You ain't got time. I ain't sorted out the entrance yet, let alone the prizes.
You're all gas and no do. I mean, you shouldn't have volunteered.
I wanted to stay in with the committee, didn't I?
Well, how far have you got? I mean, I don't want to miss out on being MC for the evening.
Well, I've got these so far, and, well, these are keen.
Oh, dear. You got any posters up?
Posters?
Yeah, publicity. That's what gets people in. Oh, go round to the Oddfellows Hall. I'll sort something out.
Cheers, Alf.
Better get moving, Phil.
Bellamy, my office. You too, Rowan. Now. Now, you two are aware of the recent bank robberies in the North Riding, I take it.
Well, there was that one in North Allerton the other day.
Well, I've just had a call from the manager of the Northern Provincial. He's concerned about somebody he's spotted hanging about there the past couple of days. A woman. Now, I think it's a load of rubbish, but get out there, check it over, and put his mind at rest. But don't take all day over it.
Right, Sergeant.
I noticed she was hanging about yesterday. Then she was here again this morning. I was just going to ask her what her business was when she left.
What time was this?
Soon after we opened. Then I saw she'd settled in over the road and she was watching our regular money delivery.
And how often is that?
Every week. Same day.
Nick, she's gone.
Excuse us.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I've got flowers and lots of hours to spend with you. So go and powder your cute little pussycat nose. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat nose. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Excuse me. Lady who came in. Guest here, is she?
Oh, you mean Miss Smith?
Couldn't see your register, could I?
Oh, of course you can.
How long's she staying?
A few more days, I think.
So if you take one of those pills 3 times a day, for the next 10 days, you should be fine.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, Mrs. East. Peter, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
Nick said you'd rung, but I didn't realise you were actually in Aidensfield.
Yeah, I'm here for a few days walking, staying up the road in Elsonby. I thought I'd look you up.
Are you on your own?
Yes, my wife decided to stay in London. How are you, anyway?
Fine. We both are.
Why don't we all go out for dinner?
Great. When?
Tomorrow night?
Drop round to the house later on and we sort something out. Nick will be delighted.
Why don't we meet for a drink this evening?
8 o'clock at the Aidensfield Arms?
Great. Yeah, I'll see you tonight, then.
I'm afraid Oddfellows Hall is a disaster zone, Alf. CID found fingerprints on the pipework, but that's not much help, is it?
So, we're stuck.
So why don't you try the Aidensfield Hall?
Oh, will do.
When you finish gossiping, Rowan, perhaps you'd make out a report.
Ashfordley Police. No, it's a talent contest, not a Buddy Holly look-alike competition. Ashfordley Police.
All sounds rather unlikely to me, Rowan. Is that all she did?
Sorry to interrupt, Sarge. Just had a call for the George Hotel. Apparently, Miss Smith has checked out. Well, I said we wanted to know.
Well, let's hope she weren't Ned Kelly in disguise. Don't waste any more time on it, Rowan. There's more important things in life. Now, a little bird tells me that Greengrass has been bragging about a windfall heading his way. Do you know anything about this?
News to me, Sarge.
And I think you should find out exactly what he's up to. Don't you, Constable?
Yes, Sarge. Will that be all, Sarge?
Carry on.
Everything all right?
He's just finished.
I've cleaned the points and give the battery a boost.
Nothing serious, then?
I just damn really. Cheerio.
Bye.
See ya.
You see?
Yeah.
Guess why Peter Hughes rang? He's up here on holiday. He's invited us to dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, I can't tomorrow night. Late shift.
Oh, Nick, he's only around for a few days.
Well, you go if you want to.
You don't mind?
Why should I?
Well...
Kate, if you'd wanted to marry a millionaire brewing heir, you would have done.
Where did I go wrong? Think of all that money. I said we'd meet him for a drink tonight as well. See you later.
Hello, George.
Hello, Nick.
You started taking in guests again?
Matter of fact, we have.
What's her name?
Smith, Mrs. Smith. Why? What's your interest?
Oh, nothing special. Now, what's all this I hear about a certain mutual acquaintance of ours coming into some money?
Greengrass? I heard he'd bought a strip of Holtby Moor.
Holtby Moor?
You know, up beyond Fylingdales. I can't think why. It's bleak up there and the strip he's buying, well, it ain't big enough to feed a couple of sheep.
All right. Thanks, George.
Bye.
Hello, Nick. Long time, Peter Hughes.
Oh, yeah, I remember you.
Can I buy you a drink? And please don't give me that old line about not while I'm on duty.
Old it might be, but it happens to be true. So, maybe another time.
All right.
Hello, Alfred. What are you doing here? Delta Alpha 25 to control, you're receiving, over.
Go ahead, Nick.
Alf, do you know anything about Holtby Moor?
Get off it before you're blown off it.
Thanks a lot, Alf.
So the social side of this club's gone right downhill since he got on the team.
Here we go, boys.
Here he is. Help yourself, lads.
Cheers. I hope your love life's better organised than this talent contest, eh, Phil? I heard there's been postponement due to lack of venue.
Yeah, well, don't believe everything you hear. Just sorted an alternative out up the road.
Oh, and what's that then?
Village Hall. It's all a bit rustic.
Centre of the village, this place.
Whatever it is, I must agree with you.
Yes, it does. Coming back here was the best thing I could have done.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Took me a bit of time to see that, though. I wonder where Nick is. I left him a note.
It all seems a long way from Trafalgar Square. Do you remember that time we nearly got arrested?
Yes. You never struck me as the CND type. Why did you come on that march?
I must have enjoyed the company. I don't suppose you see much of that sort of thing up here?
We have CND demonstrations here too, you know.
Do you go on them?
That's not the point.
Yes, it is. You know, you're the last one I expected to settle down and become a responsible local bigwig.
Peter, you and I are in danger of falling out.
Kid, sorry to butt in.
Well, that's all right. Phil Bellamy, this is Peter Hughes, an old friend.
Pleased to meet you, mate. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Kid, you couldn't do me a favour, could you?
Go on.
Well, you know this talent contest we've got to organise this weekend?
Yes?
Well, we're a bit short on judges.
Who have you got so far?
Alderman Halstead, Doc Ferrenby, and I was thinking we could do with somebody a bit younger on the panel.
I see what you mean.
And somebody in your position.
With standing in the community.
Exactly.
A bigwig.
Shut up, Peter. I'd love to.
Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that you'd be the fourth person to sing Where the Bee Sucks. Oh, yes. Oh, that would be a very good choice. Goodbye. Don't worry. I think you're safe from her.
Are you sure I can't drive you home?
No, it's all right.
But I'd like to.
Really, there's no need. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Good night, Catherine. Another pint, please.
Oh, hey, George, I know I don't wanted to ask you. Have you heard out about this talent contest thing?
Aye, Village Hall this Saturday. I'm doing my WC Fields.
Should go well.
I thought you were going to join us.
I had to get this finished.
You could have dropped in and said hello.
How'd it go?
Fine, thanks.
How is he?
Same as ever.
Good.
Right. I better put this back.
Bloody hooligans.
Will he be all right?
Well, we won't know until we've got him to hospital. Did you see what hit him?
Just heard a screeching as he come round the corner and a bit of a bang. By the time I got out here, all I could see were tail lights heading towards Helsingby. Then I saw the bike.
Well, there's a few paint traces here. We'll see better in the daylight. Would you mind if I leave the bike in your yard? I'll be up in the morning.
Of course not. You will let me know if it's all right.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Oldham.
What do you want, Claude? We're not open yet.
Where's George?
Where are you going?
Come on, son.
He's upstairs and lying.
Good. It's you I want to word with.
What for?
I was thinking about this talent contest. I think I know a way how we can make a few bob.
I'm not doing anything illegal, Claude.
Wait until you're asked. No, I was thinking like I could run a book, take bets on the contestants, and if we could bring in a dark horse, like a professional actor, something they know nothing about, it could make them favourite and clean up.
But who do you know with the talent?
Well, that's why I'm asking you. You're always on about these pop groups, in Liverpool.
What? You suggesting I ask friends of mine to come all the way from Liverpool to play in an Ashfordly Athletic talent competition?
Well, why not?
Claude, half my mates have trouble getting out of bed, let alone trekking 150 miles to the middle of nowhere.
Well, I'll make it worth a while, won't I?
Oh, you will you? What, there'll be travel expenses, accommodation, bit of cash in hand. How much were you thinking?
I'll make it worth their while.
Now open your mouth really wide. Say ah. Ah. No, it doesn't look inflamed at all.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. When she said it was awkward swallowing, she's singing in the talent contest, you see.
All right. I don't think you've got anything to worry about.
He ought to be one of the judges.
Word travels fast.
Well, she's ever so good, Aunt Mavis. Would you like to hear?
No, really. I look forward to hearing her on the night.
Well, goodbye, Doctor, and thanks for setting my mind at rest.
You're welcome. And thank you for the eggs.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, Mrs.
Is
Smith.
there a telephone I can use somewhere private?
Of course. Just through there. Help yourself.
Thank you.
How's the doctor's car then?
That's fine, thanks. Did you hear about that hit and run last night?
I heard about that.
Yeah, we're looking for a blue car. We found paint traces on the bicycle involved, so if you hear anything...
Yeah, I'll let you know. Hey, what's this?
Excuse me, Constable. Can you tell me where to find one CJ Greengrass? The directions I have aren't very clear.
Right, you want to go through the village, bear right at the end, and it's about half a mile up on the left. You can't miss it, it's quite distinctive.
Wonder what that's about.
Looks like the taxman's caught up with Greengrass at long last.
Poor old Claude. Not before time, mind you.
It's not the robbery that's the problem, I tell you. It's the getaway. It simply doesn't work at the moment. Unless I can sort it out, there's absolutely no point in going through with it. Weeks of observation wasted.
Yeah, these will get the punters queuing up.
Right.
Now, listen. I've got old Sanderson coming round with a bottle of champagne, but don't let Blaketon see it, because it's a prize.
Blimey, Alf, are they all like that?
Unfortunately, no. I've got a teddy bear, and I've got a sort of hamper from those grocers down the road, but that's that.
You're disgusting, Ventris. And tidy your desk up. It's a disgrace.
That's what I heard. What do you make of this? I found it in a waste paper basket.
Yeah, it's the Northern Provincial Bank. Right, I better phone in. Thanks, George.
Hello there.
Well, Alex.
It sounded like a busy surgery this morning. Are we going to have an epidemic of something?
Nothing more serious than stars in the eyes, I think.
What, how do you mean?
I've spent the entire morning being badgered by doting mums telling me how their kids deserve to win the talent contest.
Yes, of course, I'd heard. You're joining us judges, eh? Well, that's good news.
Have you been getting visitors as well?
I did, till I stopped answering the bell.
I'm a bit worried about the ethics of it.
In what way?
Well, they all seem intent on giving me things.
Well, in that case, my advice is accept graciously any foodstuffs, but draw the line at cash. Well, that's what I do. Come on, let me open the door for you.
All the people down the street, whoever you meet, say I'm a bad boy. Say I'm a bad boy. Say I'm a bad boy. Even dear old Dad, when he gets mad, says I'm a bad boy. Says I'm a bad boy.
Good morning, Nick. Sorry you couldn't join us last night.
Is this your car?
We're being very serious, aren't we?
It's a very serious matter. Has the car been washed recently?
Yes, Constable, this morning.
Where were you between 10 and 11 last evening?
Well, I rather think you know. I was with your wife. Then I left the pub here and drove back to Elsonby. Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
There was an accident on that road last night. The driver didn't stop. A cyclist was knocked down and we found traces of blue paint on his bike.
Hit and run, you mean?
A man's still in hospital.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't help. I didn't see anything.
Well, please don't go anywhere without letting me know first. I might need to speak to you again.
Well, Kate knows where I am.
Yes, sir, I spoke to the manager. They're not due a cash delivery until next week. Meanwhile, the woman seems to be staying put. I've had her under observation most of the day, and we'll be warned if she shows any signs of packing up. Right, sir. Thank you. What are they up to?
I rang the hospital this morning. You won't get a statement until tomorrow at the earliest.
OK. Don't take this the wrong way, but did Peter leave the pub at the same time as you last night?
I don't know. Why?
He was driving back to Elsonby, wasn't he?
You're not suggesting he was the hit-and-run driver?
Well, his car's the right colour.
Peter would have stopped. I know he would.
Well, I have to consider the possibilities.
Are you sure that's all you're considering?
OK, I was saving that.
Shilling, right. Yeah. Fred Smith, shilling on. Oscar Blake. Ah, Mrs. Bromley, what can we do for you?
Excuse me, Mr. Greengrass, but is it true that you're taking bets on the talent competition?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I thought I ought to provide the service, you know, just for a bit of fun, like.
Well, tell me, how does it work?
Well, you can either bet them to win or each way to be in the first three.
I see, and what price are you offering on the junior school Sugar Plum Fairies?
Sugar Plum Fairies? Sugar Plum Fairies. You can have 20 to 1, Mrs. Bromley.
All right, we'll have £5.
£5? What, to win?
Each way.
£5 each way, all right. £5 each way for Sugar Plum Fairies, Mrs. Bromley, at 20 to 1.
Well, there is one car that could be a suspect. It's the right colour.
Any marks on it?
It's got a few scratches. It's been newly washed.
All right, to remove the evidence.
Well, the driver said it was dirty.
I'll keep on to it, Rowan. He's not getting away with this. 3 sugars. Bellamy, you still here? Your shift ended hours ago.
Yes, Sarge. I wanted to finish some paperwork and clear my desk for the weekend.
About time and all. This place is like a rubbish tip. And would you kindly tell me why there's a box full of assorted provisions behind your stool?
I did my shopping before I came in this morning, Sarge.
Then you might at least have put it somewhere out of sight. This is a police station, not the bloody co-op.
Champagne for your talent show. Who's going to sign?
Will somebody kindly tell me what's going on?
On your way, lad.
Been organising a talent contest for the local football team, Sarge. Champagne's a prize.
During police time. You've been wasting valuable police time on frivolities.
Well, we all help, Sarge. Spread the load a bit. It's the local team.
Since when have you played football, Ventris?
No, it's all down to me, Sarge.
Then you'll have to take the consequences, Bellamy. I'll have to consider what action to take. Very carefully.
Excuse me, my dear. Can you tell me the exact time?
It's 7:25.
Thank you.
It's all in the book. 10 bob, all right?
There you go, Claude.
Another 10 bob in the pot. And don't worry, you'll get your share. I've got Johnny doing the clerking. How about the lads? Are they happy with the deal?
Yeah, as long as you throw in a bit of beer money extra.
So long as they're worth it. I mean, they are really good, aren't they?
Claude, they're going to be on Opportunity Knocks next year.
I didn't ask you that. I asked if they were any good.
They're brilliant.
Right. Bring the sustenance. Dr. Rowan?
Evening, Dr. Owen. What can I get you?
Nothing, thanks. Is George around?
Oh, he's rehearsing.
Not him as well.
You can't escape it. Well, between you and me, he's a bit put out by the odds that Claude's offering on him.
Greengrass is taking bets?
Yeah. He's asked me to find him a dark horse. A couple of lads I know from Liverpool. Claude thinks they'll win, and he'll clean up because no one's bet on them. I shouldn't have said that, should I? You won't tell your husband, will you?
Well, it depends whether his scheme works or not.
What do you think?
Now, listen, I was going to ask George, but you can probably tell me. My friend last night, did he come back in after I left?
Your husband was asking me the same question. Yep, he was still here at closing time.
Oh.
Yeah, Alex, it's Nick. I'm sorry to bother you, but Kate's out for the evening. Yeah, I just had a call from the railway station. There's been an accident. Yeah, all right. I'll see you there.
I've, split up with my wife. You were getting ready to ask me, weren't you? What I was really doing here.
I'm sorry. What happened?
I really liked myself when I was with you. We had a good time together. Do you remember? I haven't been that happy since, to be honest. Ever.
Yes, I do remember. But it's a memory. It's something that existed between us that doesn't exist anymore.
Can you seriously tell me that you're happy here? Stuck in the middle of nowhere as a policeman's wife?
I think I'd like to go home now.
Well, what were you doing here?
I was coming down the bank. I lost my footing. I fell.
Does that hurt?
Yes.
You feel that?
Yes.
Well, I think it's only a sprain. Now, look, let's try and get you to your feet, eh? Up today. Now, do you think you can put any weight on the foot at all?
Yes, a bit.
Good, well, get you down to the waiting room over there. There now, careful. That's the way. There.
We had a fight over you know.
Who did?
Short, but memorably violent. Nick and I. He never told you, did he? He's been keeping secrets from you, Kate.
You had a fight with Nick?
You didn't seriously expect me to give you up without putting up a fight, did you?
Oh, don't be such a bloody idiot, Peter.
Oh, come on, you're just saying that.
You haven't listened to a damn word I've said. You're just bored, Peter. Face it. Go back to your wife and put a bit of effort into your marriage. Just go back to London.
Can't.
What?
Love to, can't.
Why not?
Because your delightful, impartial husband has told me not to. I'm a hit-and-run drunk driver, can't you tell? I'm stuck right here until he says I can go. Dirty fighter, old Nick.
I'll bring the lady in here and put her down there. Careful, that's it. There now, a little more light in here. Oh, dear, I think we'd better get you in for an X-ray, just to be on the safe side, eh? Aren't you Amanda Young?
Yes, I am.
Oh, gracious me, I'm a great fan of yours. I've read so many of your books. What brings you to Aidensfield?
I'm just doing some research for my new book. It all hinges around a false alibi. You see, the villain has to go across country at night in time to catch a train. That's why I was coming down the bank. It'll be a very boring book, but at least nobody will be able to fault the timetable.
Do you realise you've had half the local police force running around in circles? We thought you were the lookout for a gang of armed robbers.
No. Really? What fun! I did see some policemen asking about me at the hotel in Ashfordley. That's why I came here, to avoid them.
Well, that just made us more suspicious.
Oh, I'm really sorry for putting you to all that trouble, young man. Seriously.
Well, there just might be something you can do for us.
You never told me you had a fight with Peter.
You what?
You heard.
Who's brought this up?
Peter has.
So you had a good evening then?
What happened?
It was hardly a fight. He took a swing at me, missed and fell over. He was so drunk, I'm surprised he remembered.
Is that all?
What did you want? Blood? Get up.
Don't believe me.
I don't.
Hey, George. What's all that about?
He's only gone and sold Huntley Moore to the Ministry of Defence. He's made a fortune out of it. At least 25,000. They needed a whole lot. And Claude went and bought a few acres plumb in the middle.
The crafty old beggar.
Good morning, Constable Rowan.
Good morning, Miss Young.
We're off then.
Your transport, madam.
Good.
If you'd like to go through. Excuse me, chaps. May I introduce you to our suspected bank robber, who is in fact Miss Amanda Young, the detective novelist.
How do you do?
How do you do?
More to the point, Phil, the answer to your troubles.
Oh.
Or didn't you notice that book Blaketon was reading the other day? He's a fan. And Miss Young has offered to speak up on your behalf.
Thanks very much. But what's your interest in a talent contest?
She's going to be one of the judges.
Is she?
And I thought I might offer a small cash prize, just by way of an apology to you all.
And no, that would be much appreciated.
So, where is this Sergeant Blaketon?
Through here.
Come in.
Sarge, Miss Amanda Young, the detective novelist.
Miss Young? Well, I never realised. Thank you, Rowan. Well, I thought you looked familiar, but, well, your photograph doesn't do you justice.
Oh, that ridiculously flattering photograph. I've asked my publishers to change it, but they never do.
Well, take a seat. This is a great pleasure. I've read all your books. I'm a great fan. So, what brings you to Ashfordley?
Oh, I've been invited to judge a talent competition.
A talent competition? Really?
I like keeping my eye on things.
Well, I agree. Bellamy, you should have explained what a distinguished event this talent competition is. It's certainly something this police station should be involved with.
Yes, Sarge.
In fact, I think that Sergeant Blaketon would like to take part in the contest himself.
With you on the judges' panel, I'd like that.
What would you be doing, Sarge?
I haven't decided yet, Bellamy. But something classical. A piece from Gilbert and Sullivan, or perhaps a dramatic recitation. I do a very fine Green Eye of the Little Yellow God. Did you say something, Ventris?
No, Sarge.
Right, can I offer you a lift back to Aidensfield, Miss Young?
That would be kind.
Sarge, could I have a quick word, please?
Right. Will you excuse me? Bellamy, tea. Ventris, chair.
Sarge, the Ministry of Defence have just bought Holtby Moor.
Has it? Well, that's got something to do with Fylingdales, I suppose.
Yeah, only they had a bit of trouble with one of its owners. He didn't want to sell and they needed his patch.
You don't mean who I think you mean.
Well, they had to pay well over the odds, Sarge. The word is, Greengrass has made an absolute fortune.
I don't believe it.
They're saying he's made at least £25,000 profit. He's driving up and down Aidensfield High Street in a pink Cadillac.
You made it, lad.
All right there, Gina, Chuck.
Classy car for a classy act, eh?
Hey, mind the coach work. What, no, Constable. What about all this then? Bit better than that load of rubbish I sold you.
Will you be careful where you park it? Where'd you get it from?
I bought it off one of those Yanks up at Fylingdales.
Do you know about that land?
Hey, business acumen it's called, Constable. Besides, when I was doing a bit of rabbiting, I saw him surveying. And with my silver tongue and a bit of the dropsy, it worked wonders. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me, because I think I might be going to add to it.
That's right.
I want to be good.
Oh. Wish me luck.
You do realise if you make any wrong decisions, half the village won't be speaking to us tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Nick. What do you think?
Fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You'll fit in with all the other bigwigs.
Hey, you two. You better be getting down there in case you called early. I'm only waiting for the relief staff.
Another pint.
I thought you were supposed to be one of the organisers.
What's all that lot got to do with football? Bellamy's benefit, I call it. Be a waste of bloody time like the rest of them.
And what have you got to be so miserable about?
Just give us the beer, love, eh?
1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all right? Quiet, please.
Phil, how you getting on with your spot, all right?
What can't work it? Do you know anything?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Evening, Constable. What time are you on?
Sorry.
May I first of all say what a pleasure it is to see so many of you here. Now, we have a large number of entries in the competition, so without further ado, I'd like to introduce the judges. First, all the way from London, the well-known novelist Miss Amanda Young. And from Ashfordley, Alderman Halstead. And And from here in Aidensfield, the distinguished doctors Ferrenby and Rowan.
I mean, Nick, what have you done with your missus?
I'm not sure.
From Elsingby, little Mavis Smith.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have to hear that frightful song a few more times before evening's out.
Please welcome Oscar Blaketon.
There's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. And a broken-hearted woman tends...
How did he make sergeant?
While the yellow god forever gazes down.
He was known as Mad Carew.
I know that, Ventress. He was known as Mad Carew by the subs at Kathmandu. He was hotter than they felt inclined to tell. But for all his foolish pranks, he was worshipped in the ranks, and the colonel's daughter smiled on him as well.
There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom...
I don't think I'll let him do my motor again.
Smile and my dancing bear, outrageous, alarming, courageous, charming. Oh, who could think a boy and bear could be well accepted everywhere? It's just amazing how fair people can be. Seeing at the nicest places where well-fed faces all stop to stare. Making the grandest entrances, Simon Smith and his dancing bear. They love us, won't they? They feed us, don't they? Oh, who would think a boy and bear could be well accepted everywhere? It's just amazing how fair people can be.
Now, next we have a late entry who've come over from Liverpool to be here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mersey Hounds.
These are the lads giving some stick on.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the
Sod off.
And now from Aidensfield, Miss Gina Ward.
Well, you know you make me want to shout. Look, my hands jumping. Look, my heart's pumping. Throw my head back. Come on now.
PC Rowan, can you come outside a minute, please?
Yes.
He ploughed right into my car. Now look, that's my car there, and that was his. When I confronted him, he used a swear word at me in front of my little boy. I tell you, I don't know. No, that's where he crashed into mine.
Right.
I don't know what the world's coming to. I honestly don't.
Excuse me. Oi, what's your game?
Get lost!
Where are you
Hey,
going?
get off me, what are you doing?
What do you think you're doing?
Now. Get off, you're breaking me arm!
Come here, well done, Al. There you are, then. I'll take him. Right, come on.
You get off me!
Got here. Assault for a start. Do you know this bloke?
Yeah, he's Mark's son. He's on team.
Take him, Phil.
Come on, it's just a bit of fun.
This is your car.
Yeah, so?
I've reason to believe you left the scene of an accident 2 nights ago without stopping on Elsonby Road.
It's rubbish.
Did that and assaulting a police officer and driving while under the influence. Come on, take it.
What have you been doing, Mac?
Nothing.
You all right?
Phil, we'll take him down to the station later. You want to check his fingerprints? I bet they match the ones from Oddfellows Hall.
But why?
Dangerous game, innit? What? Football.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you've all been waiting for. If the judges have made their
I want a
decision.
word with you, young woman. Give me the book.
Right. Would you like to go up on stage, please?
The third prize, this remarkable teddy bear, goes to Master Adam Hardcastle for his splendid display of tap dancing.
Look at that, 20 to 1. Half his flaming family have backed him each way.
And now for the second prize. This wonderfully generous cheque from my fellow judge, Miss Young, goes to Aidensfield Junior School for their dancing.
This goes from bad to worse, this.
Watch Green goes for this.
The first prize, a bottle of champagne and a surprise hamper, goes to Gina Ward.
Peter, can I have a word, please? I just wanted to let you know we found the hit-and-run driver.
Oh, so it's not me. Good. Am I free to go now, Constable?
Well, there's no need for you to hang around here, no.
Well, I finished here anyway. See you, Nick.
Go back and mugging his money. Oh, evening all.
Evening.
And here, I've done over 300 quid in there in cold blood. I'll murder that Gina.
You did well.
I'm exhausted after that lot.
Greengrass is saying that you judges cheated him out of some money.
Just call it natural justice at work.
Fancy a dance?
And you in uniform? Why not? Going to walk me home?
Play your cards, right?